The first game is Bangalore v Chennai. It's Virat versus Dhoni. That's what the broadcast tells you. Virat versus Dhoni. That's right. Bangalore and Chennai. Bangalore playing in green. Bangalore playing in green tomorrow. They play that one game every season in green. Of course, go carbon neutral for that. They do. But right now, they won't want to be in neutral tomorrow. They want to be in fifth gear and sort of seal that spot.
How do they play in the green? What's their track record? Because in South Africa, we play in the pink every once in a while.
Yeah. And
our form in the pink is unbelievable. So I'd be interested to know what that...
Didn't AB... I think AB did his... AB's that 100, 150 is also a pink. That was a pink game, wasn't it?
Pink game, yeah.
Yeah, that was a pink game.
But he should feel comfortable if he plays, him and Morris, because they used to play in green.
There was tomorrow they're playing green. We have no. I'll have a look. Actually, we'll have a look at what their
lime green,
what their record, lime green, what their record is. But irrespective, let's have a look at their team and see if anyone is gonna feel that the captain's being mean, not green but mean, and leaving them out. I don't think he will. Will he? Will he? Do you think, Pommy? Do you think there's any changes coming up for them?
No, I don't foresee any change. He's kind of got what he needs in terms of covering the bases, so to speak. And with the spin side, he's got Chahal, he's got Washington Sundar, and they do a good job. Bear in mind, it's important to bear in mind that they'll play. I can't see there being a second pitch prepared alongside this one. They're playing in Dubai as well. So they'll play here where 125 has played 114. And that's why I go straight to the spinners, first of all. Maybe in his thinking might be I need a third spinner. If he does need that, if he feels that's the way to go.
Moin Ali for Udana.
I wasn't going to go for Udana. I was going to go the other way, actually.
Moin Ali for Udana.
For Finch at the top.
Interesting. Let's pull it back up again.
Yeah, so if I'm making the change, I'm okay with Udana down the bottom. It's not too much of a problem, I don't think. But if I'm making a change, I'm going up to the top and saying, Moin Ali, go and play in the power play, play your shots or whatever.
So you've got 7 bowlers then, if that's the change that they do.
If he makes a change as an option. The seamers, I think he's happy with them. Siraj, you're not going to drop him after what he did. Morris has been really good. And should you have a scenario where you need your fast bowlers to take the pace off and so forth, that's what Udana does. So he's got bases covered, and he's got his batting side working decently enough with himself and AB de Villiers in nice enough touch. So I expect no change. That's what I'd say. I'd expect him to go in with the same combination because they're winning.
And interestingly, it's the first afternoon game for Chennai, and also as the gentleman just pointed out, both of them, which is that you're playing in Dubai. So this is the same pitch that's been used. You're going to end up using that in about 18 to 20 hours with the sun really beating down on it. So if you're using the same surface, I don't know. Could you have maybe 84 is a winning score?
I think what you're going to start picking up in these day games, with that sun baking down, I think when you get to a chance to bat first, obviously it's freshly rolled. They normally roll it like 45 minutes before the start of the day. Yeah. And that's when it probably plays at its best. What we have seen with these used surfaces is when they're night games, sometimes the dew comes in and it manages to help it slide on enough to make batting a little bit easier. But I think both in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai, I think the day games, I think it's going to get more challenging to bat second. So I wouldn't be surprised the team winning the toss in the next 2, if it's on the same surfaces, would probably, after freshly rolled, bat first.
The strangest thing, though, is something that we have not said in almost a dozen seasons, which has been that Chennai is at the bottom of the table and that Chennai is out. Chennai will not be in the playoffs. 2020, well, 2020 is really 2020, isn't it? Well, look at it. We have the Chennai squad. I mean, it's strange because, everyone's a Chennai fan just for kind of the tenacity that they show and, just the MS Dhoni being there, etc., etc. There's 100 reasons. But watching it this time has just been, it's been hard to watch. For me, I'll be honest with you, it's been hard to watch. Even if you're not a Chennai supporter, it's been hard to watch. And not so much for Paulie, I'm guessing, having been in the Mumbai team, but for us neutrals, perhaps it's been a little hard to watch, isn't it?
Yeah, look, you don't want to see you don't want to see struggling superstars. Nobody does, actually.
Yeah,
nobody wants to. You think of superstars. You think of them at their peak, right at the peak of their powers, and kind of entertaining everyone, knocking over whoever's in front of them. But that's just the way it goes. Nobody's guaranteed a win. Nobody's guaranteed good performance. And when it comes as it has done, you take it on the chin and you try and you rectify whatever they need to do. They'll figure that out. But first of all, it's to try and finish the competition the right way. And the right way is, despite not being able to get into the playoffs, you've still got to go out there and try and win games so that it's not a giveaway 2 points to whoever plays against you. You've got to have some pride and make sure that you're knocking over the sides that are trying to get into the top four, so to speak. It's also a scenario where guys will get an opportunity to play, and the opportunity to play isn't just a chance to play, it's an audition. So there's a lot on it. Their careers riding on performances in terms of the games that are left. If you're RCB, you don't want to be the one that ends up being turned over by the side that's already out. You want to be going and saying, these are the points we're collecting. So a lot on it.
Yeah, I also think that they are one of those teams who make wonderful use of their home facilities. They often get 2 or 3 spinners who play a part, and they really control games, and they take a lot of confidence from winning, and then take it to the other venues and play well. So, as Pommy says, I agree. It will be like a dress rehearsal for what's to come. And the thinking also is like, where does the next RPL happen? Will it be back in India or will it be in Dubai again? We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But if it is in Dubai again or in the UAE, maybe there needs to be some personnel change. Maybe the older guys who do a good job on their own homes facilities.
Yeah.
It might become time for new guys to spring up and take over the lead. So, interesting times. Not a situation they wanted to be in. Not a situation we would have predicted.